Hello, and welcome to episode 4. I'm Cameron.
I'm Martine. This is Those Crazy Weirdos. You messed up the intro, man.
How did I mess up the intro?
You didn't say hello. You are listening to Those Crazy Weirdos. You just were like, hello.
Oh, well, you're listening to Those Crazy Weirdos. Yeah, okay. In a world.
Oh my gosh. Not this again.
Those Crazy Weirdos. Okay, I'll stop now.
Thank you.
God, I really gotta shave this beard.
How does that have anything to do with that?
I don't know. I just feel like it's tickling me, and I feel like it annoys you.
Yeah, 100% it annoys me. I'm being gracious, though, and not mentioning it every single time I notice.
Yeah. Well, okay. At least this weekend I have an excuse, though.
Yes, Cameron is sick, everyone.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Great.
He wakes up and he's like, what's wrong with me? Why am I like this? I'm broken. Will I be fixed ever?
Okay,
Get over yourself. You're sick. It happens.
I know. That's the part that sucks. That's why I think I'm broken.
It's a very mild cold. You didn't even get a fever. You literally always get a fever.
I think I got a baby fever at some point, like yesterday when I was feeling really cold.
I mean, yeah, possibly.
Yeah, but yeah.
Not very much of one.
No, it's just the nose thing, man. I probably sound so nasal, but that's okay.
I can't say.
I'm sure the listeners will forgive me.
Yes. Yep, but we'll do our best to cut out all of the disgusting sounds he makes. So
oh, thanks.
Apologies if he makes one that we can't cut out. You know how it goes.
Nah, I'll keep it quiet. I'll keep it on the down low,
Thank you.
Keep it on the DL.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
On the DL, yeah. Yeah, there's a guy at the gym who said it the other day. But he's
really? I feel like that's died out.
Yeah, it was like he's middle-aged though. So
Oy, one of those.
It was Andrew at the gym. And yeah, he's a really cool guy though. I love Andrew. It was just funny hearing him say on the DL.
Yeah. If it was me in that situation, I'd be like, DL, what does DL mean? And then, if it was a bad day, I'd probably ask them.
Yeah, you would. You definitely
yeah.
would. Knowing you don't like, you're so bad with pop culture sometimes.
Okay, I consider myself wildly better than when we met.
Yes, you are. Thank you. When we met, it was so bad.
Really bad. But like, I literally didn't do anything before university, really, out in the world.
You make it sound like you just lived in a basement, like a shuttered basement.
Went to school and coached and trained. I did gymnastics.
Yeah, but then like you had friends at gymnastics and stuff.
Yeah, but I literally went to gymnastics and that's it. Like my going out was seeing friends at the gym and then going to do stuff with my friends from the gym, but like hike in a forest. Or
yeah,
like
I think that's pretty reasonable.
I know, but it didn't lend itself to knowing many other random pop culture references.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, you were asking me earlier. We have teas again.
Yeah.
Everybody. Of course we do.
Can anyone guess what my flavor is? Wait, I'm going to...
Oh, can I guess? Can I take a sniff and then I'll guess?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm going to drum roll while you do it.
And my nose is completely blocked, so I can barely smell anything.
You thought that through.
I'm getting like little bait. Like it's so much worse than usual. But...
It's also not warm anymore. It's cooled down.
I have no idea. I'm going to say, just out of random guessing, cherry.
No, I had cherry last week. Do you realize?
Raspberry.
No.
Wildberry.
No.
Blueberry.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, yeah,
got
it. Fourth time.
Easy.
Anyways, yes, Cameron also has his usual boring tea, but why is it like foamy, bubbly? It looks weird today.
It's because it's the end of the milk.
I see. So it's like pre-bubbled.
Yeah, exactly. I shook it up a little bit. I don't know, it's kind of fun when it gets down that low and then you shake it up a little and then it gets all foamy. Obviously, it's not as micro bubbles as like latte foam, but it's kind of cool.
If you took your French press and you know how when you clean your French press and it makes the bubbles of the soap get really fine and floopy?
Yes.
Would it do the same to milk?
Yeah. That's another method of foaming milk at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so for people who don't have espresso machines and stuff but want to make like a quasi latte, you can make like a really like thick
foam.
No. I was gonna say like an espresso-like coffee, where it's like
Uh-huh.
a really concentrated small amount of coffee,
Right.
and then you could foam milk in your French press, and
Huh.
and use that to make a quasi latte type thing.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I wouldn't want to consume the milk. I would just want to
I've
foam
done it before. I'm pretty sure you knew this.
Well, I'm re-knowing it now.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Yeah, but I think I've done it before when I first found that out, that you could just like, yeah, you just take a French press.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it makes like a nice tight foam and everything. Also, interestingly, that you mentioned the soap. When I was doing the barista like latte art class at work, one of the ways to practice so that you're not always wasting milk is to do mostly water with a drop of soap in it, and then you can foam that and pretend you're pouring that into
Anything?
like, yeah.
How would you know? Like, the coffee is brown and then the milk is white. So would you have to still put it in coffee though?
No, because then you're wasting coffee. But like,
yeah, exactly. You can see it just in water? I guess so. Why
yeah,
wouldn't
well,
it?
you could just practice the motion, right? Like,
That's cool.
yeah.
And you're cleaning it all at the same time.
Yeah.
You just make it in your dish of your sink of bubbles.
Yeah, like you could. Yeah, you could. You
giant-
absolutely could. It's just to
giant
like
leaf.
practice the motion
Yeah.
and like get a feel for the foam.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, shall we get into it?
We shot.
Let's do it.
Roll the theme tune.
Those crazy weirdos. Those crazy weirdos. Those crazy weirdos. You don't say.
Quite indubitably. Just like a whole class of British people hating us every week.
I like us. So it's
You know what? Mark at the gym, like the owner of the gym, he does think my British accent's quite good sometimes. Sometimes he says it's off. Sometimes he says it sounds Aussie. Sometimes he says that I nail it.
Well, Ben, one of these days we'll get it right.
Yeah. So I believe, who went first last time?
It was me.
Right, because I did Brian Mulroney after.
Oh yeah. I was imitating the Lynxes.
Yeah, the naked men screaming. Yes.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and listen to last episode. It was
Yes.
excellent.
Oh,
You
it
should.
was great. It was a good one.
Okay, so it's you first.
All right, ready?
I am ready.
I have another class of facts. I
Yep.
seem to like to do this. I think it makes my
Class of
research.
facts. Like the classifieds? Class of facts.
Class of facts, yeah. Anyway, I seem to like to do this. I don't know. It makes my research a bit easier. I just pick a random topic and I go in. So this week, I have piano facts.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, Martine's very musically inclined. She sings very beautifully. You have an amazing voice. Don't look at me like that. It's so good. It's
Thank you.
angelic.
Okay, let's not go that far. But
It's
thank you.
angelic.
Well, everyone on the podcast already knows because of the theme tune.
Oh, that's true. Exactly.
Yeah, that's all. In case you didn't realize, that's all me.
Exactly. I wouldn't dare touch it because she would murder me.
I
Now,
tried to get you involved, but it was difficult.
because I suck. It's still just the truth. My voice, I sing around the house, but that's for your ears only. Because singing in front of other people is just people tell me to shut up. It's not good. Get tomatoes thrown at me.
I still want to go to a karaoke bar. I want to just experience it, just to see what it's like.
We should. Let's do it, man.
I was looking that up the other day, actually, and there's like a karaoke repository on their website.
Dude, we can invite a couple people and go. If I'm drunk enough, I'll get up there and
Yeah,
do something.
okay, but the thing is that I don't know if I'd want to get up there and do it.
Yeah, but you can actually sing.
Yeah, and then why would I want to do that in front of people I actually know? Like, if we invited people, then I'd have to do it in front of them.
Okay, we could drive out to Barrie or something.
Just drive out.
Drive to you know.
That's a really long
We
excursion.
could go to Sarnia or something, some town that no one ever goes to, and just do it there.
I mean, I would do it locally because I just assume that the people in the bar aren't people I know. I just wouldn't invite people.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, Martine's very musically inclined. All that to say.
Coming back to
and
that.
she plays the piano. So here we go. Piano facts.
Very excited.
Did you know the piano was invented in Italy in 1709 by a harpsichord maker called... You did know that.
Well, the piano is like derived from the harpsichord.
Yeah. And it was invented by by the harpsichord maker named Bartolomeo di Francesco Cristofori.
Amazing. I love that.
And one of Cristofori's original pianos is still in existence at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City.
That's cool.
So I guess that's called MoMA, right? Is that called Metropolitan Museum of Art? I don't know. Anyway,
I've heard of MoMA. How come I know of MoMA?
Oh, maybe it's a different one. Anyway.
Metropolitan Museum of... Oh, it would be Momoa.
Momoa. No.
Oh.
Anyway, so there's some... Yeah, you can find one of his original pianos. It's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
The word piano is a shortened version of the word pianoforte.
Yeah.
Which means soft,
and
which
loud.
Is piano, and forte, which is loud. Yeah. The first pianos were too expensive for even the very wealthy to own.
Oh my gosh.
So for nearly a century, like a whole century,
jeez,
only aristocrats and royalty owned pianos.
Who plays them then?
I don't know. That's a really good question. That is actually a really good question. Probably they probably have people for that, servants and whatever. They just pay them
to play.
Musicians, and yeah, who knows? Maybe you're like the royal family. You just get Mozart over. And
I mean, like they do always show the royal and like proper young girls playing the piano.
Girls.
But it just seems a shame that these super duper expensive things are played by amateurs. It's like the equivalent of an amateur like riding a spacecraft nowadays.
Yeah, it's true, eh?
Interesting. Okay.
Right. Okay. A new piano should be tuned 4 times a year because it's new. And it needs to adjust to like the environment, changing seasons, humidities, etc. But after that, only twice a year is good. Cool. They have a total of 88 black keys, 88 white keys. You knew that. Did you know, though, it has the widest range of tones of all instruments?
Ooh, that makes sense.
It plays a note lower than the lowest note on a double bassoon and higher than the top note of a piccolo.
That's cool.
So therefore, you have the entire orchestral range in one instrument in a piano.
Wow. That is cool. I mean, pianos are really diverse.
Yeah. And speaking of diversity.
Oh, I'm so good at making your little segues.
The piano can play accompaniment and melody at the same time.
Yes. Yeah, that's like typically the left hand does the accompaniment and the right hand does the melody.
Yeah, exactly. And it can also be considered, talking of diversity, both a string and a percussion instrument.
Yeah, because the little hammers hit the strings.
So which one would you consider it, though?
Me?
Yeah.
Percussion.
Yeah. Most people categorize it as percussion because the hammers strike the strings.
Yeah. Also, technically, like your fingers strike the keys.
Ah, that's true. Yes. Speaking of the keys. Up until the 1950s. So like quite recently,
okay,
up until like after the war, they were made of elephant tusks, not plastic.
Oh.
The only reason they switched. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying that's really sad.
That is really sad. And they only started making them out of plastic for like environmental and animal welfare reasons.
Wow.
Okay. I'll get back with the rest of them.
Yeah.
But you go now.
Okay. I've got like 2 small categories.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Kill him.
It doesn't sound at all. No one's gonna. Okay, that was Star Wars.
Wow, way to just. Oh, no one's gonna know.
That was Star Wars.
Do it.
Emperor Palpatine? I think
so.
Yes. And he's telling Luke to kill his father, I think. He's telling Luke to kill someone.
I have no idea.
You've never actually seen the movie.
I've never seen this film.
Anyways, it sounds more like this. Do it. Kill him. I think.
Oh my gosh! I so wish there was video that they could see with that voice. Martine just did the like. Oh my gosh!
I think the expression helps form the general atmosphere.
Does it? Just like the eyebrows all the way inwards, the crossed eyes.
Okay, well, guess what I did my research on?
What's that?
You'll never guess. Clowns.
Oh my, of course. Of course.
I did it on the history of clowns.
Oh, cool. Okay, the history of it. I like that.
Yeah. When do you think the first clowns, or like the first ancestors of the clowns, were a thing?
You know what? When I think of like the first clowns in my brain, I for some reason think of like a royal jester being like one of the first clowns. But obviously, now that I'm thinking about it harder, maybe they existed before then, right? Like as street performers or something.
Where do I always say old things always originate from?
Egypt.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
2500 BCE for entertainment of Egyptian pharaohs.
So they were royal jesters. I was right.
Yes, although they weren't actually called that yet.
Okay, but it was a similar thing.
Yes.
Are you going to give me points for this?
Yes.
Yes! Yes!
You can be called points, although they weren't actually called court jesters yet. They were always kind of like that role, though. And they were also around in like ancient Greece and Rome. Ancient Rome. Yes. And then until the 19th and 20th century, clown shows weren't at all appropriate for children at all. Because they would wear super gaudy. Is that how you say that word? Gaudy?
Gaudy is G-A-W-D-Y, yeah, gaudy.
G-A-U-D-Y.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm looking it up. You can keep going.
Okay. They wore gaudy costumes and they acted maniacally.
Maniacally.
Maniacally, whatever. And they made jokes about things like sex and stuff.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why I thought there was W in the middle. Gaudy means extravagantly, bright or showy, typically so as to be tasteless.
How do you say it though?
Gaudy. Yeah, gaudy.
Weird.
I would imagine. Here, ready?
Ugly.
Gaudy.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Anyways, and then that was the court jester, which turned up around the Middle Ages time.
Right, yeah.
Is when they were like dubbed court jesters, I guess. And then in the mid 1960s, American clowns had a big boom. And there was an internationally broadcast children's show called The Bozo Show.
Oh, The Bozo Show.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Bozo the Clown. And kids everywhere loved him.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, and so this is why McDonald's mascot is Ronald McDonald, the clown, because they made him in the 1963, during the boom of clowns and
like
children.
when Bozo was a big thing.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe that Ronald McDonald is modeled after a bozo.
Oh, I don't know if he's modeled after Bozo himself.
Sorry, I just say I find it so funny that they actually called him Bozo.
I
do you
know.
think that's where do you think that's where Bozo comes from? Like when you call someone a bozo?
Okay, after I read this, I was like, I call Cameron a bozo when he's being annoying.
Do you think that's where it comes from?
I don't. Do other people
Is that
use
the
that
etymology?
word?
Yeah. Calling someone a bozo is a thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Don't look it up now. We can just leave it in wonderment.
Okay, fine.
But he's still looking it up, everyone. How rude.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Bozo the Clown comes up, though. When I look up Bozo. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh, please. Okay. Please don't hit me.
Thank you. I don't actually hit him, by the way.
No, she doesn't.
Okay. Where was I? Once you rudely interrupt me.
Ronald McDonald was modeled after Bozo.
He wasn't modeled after Bozo. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're listening to me or not.
Okay, Ronald McDonald
is a clown.
Is a clown from 1963. Bozo was really popular with children at the time.
Yes, exactly. So that's why Ronald
So he was modeled after Bozo. I'm joking. I love you.
Okay. Do you want to know why people think clowns are evil?
Yes, I do, actually. Yeah.
In 1836, we're going way back, there's a French clown called Jean-Gaspard de Bureau. And he hit and killed a boy because the boy was taunting him about his clown character, Pierrot.
Oh, Pierrot.
Yeah.
Wait, Pierrot is...
Yeah, like famous clown, Pierrot.
Wow, I didn't know it was that old.
I know. Yeah. 1836.
Pierrot was a thing in 1836?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, isn't it? I find that wild.
Wait, and so he hit and killed the boy because the boy was like, "Hey,
taunting
yo,
him about it.
your Pierrot
Sucks.
act sucks."
I don't know. Yeah, but this event obviously got a bunch of publicity, and then that's how the idea of murderous clowns was born.
Wow.
A clown actually.
That's actually crazy. It's actually out of a clown that murdered a boy.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is actually one of the most wild things.
I know. I didn't
That's
realize that at all.
crazy. Wow.
And then in 1892, there was an I can speak. An Italian opera who modeled their story after this event, or the idea of murderous clowns, called Pagliacci. And
I've heard of that.
That opera, its main character is a clown who murders his cheating wife.
That's right. Yeah. Did I study this at some point?
I don't know.
I feel like I either studied this or I heard about this in some movie.
I feel like the name Pagliacci is Pagliacci. I don't know how to say it properly.
Is it double C?
No, the G. I don't know what to
No,
do with
it'd
the
be
G.
Yeah, it'd be good, I think.
Pagliacci?
Yeah.
Pagliacci.
I feel like I've either heard this in a movie or a TV series somewhere. Like maybe it was one of those like Criminal Minds. They were chasing a clown one time who was trying to be like a Pagliacci like copycat. I don't know. I feel like I've seen it somewhere like that. And this is where I've heard it from.
Yeah. But in that time also, clowns were joining the circus, and they weren't, I guess, as much in like entertainment of specific families or whatever.
Oh, it's just more general.
Yeah. So then apparently circus clowns during the time, I guess, of this opera and stuff were described as having psychotic behavior similar to patients in an insane asylum by circus critics.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
This is crazy.
I know. And then, fast forward to the 1970s, John Wayne Gacy killed more than 35 young men in Chicago in the 1970s. And he was dressed as his own clown creation, Pogo, while doing some of the killings.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah. So
wow.
Another reason why people think clowns are murderous bastards.
Wait, what? Okay, first of all, clown named Pogo, like, perfect name for a clown. I'm sorry.
I know. That turned out to be a murderer.
Yeah, exactly. Ended up murdering people, and he dressed as the clown while oh my gosh,
It's
actually a nightmare, man. It's actually, dude. This reminds me of a few years ago, around where we lived, and I think around the U.S. as well. There were like clowns going around with axes.
Yeah.
Just like students on.
I was in grade 12 when this happened.
Yeah. I remember they found one on like Guelph's campus, Waterloo's campus. There were just like random people going around dressed like clowns with axes
terrorizing people.
Yeah, terrorizing people, just chasing them and yelling things. And then one of them got killed.
Oh, really? I forget how it concluded.
I feel like somewhere in the US,
of course,
someone shot one or hit one or something bad happened to one of them. Mm-hmm. And then people were like, "Oh, right, this is actually dumb. I don't want to get killed."
Wow.
Terrorizing people is like dressed up as a clown with an axe.
That's crazy.
I think it was something like that. But yeah, it was mental, man. Could you imagine? Oh. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. And then I only have two more things that are short. In the 1980s, 1986 to be precise, that's when Stephen King published It, which has the freaky clown
Pennywise
villain. Yeah. So also culminates from all of that. And do you want to know what the fear of clowns is called?
I bet you it's not something like clownophobia.
No.
It's probably... Yeah, I don't know.
Coulrophobia.
Coulrophobia?
Coulro phobia.
Coulrophobia. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Really weird. Okay.
Those were my clown facts.
Wow. Super weird. I had no idea that murderous clowns were based off of actual...
Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, if you would have asked me at the beginning of this sequence, why do you think clowns are known as murderers, I would have said because of It. I would have guessed Stephen King started the whole thing because he just came up with like a murder story and...
Literally 150 years ago, literally 150 years before It was published, it was started.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was started.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
Your turn.
Yes. Okay, let's see. What haven't I told you about pianos yet? Oh, yeah. Piano is an incredibly complex instrument.
I believe that.
Yeah. A standard piano has over 12,000 parts.
Oh my gosh.
10,000 of which are moving parts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a wonder they don't break more.
Exactly. It's actually crazy. It makes you like think why the tuners need all those specialized instruments, like specialized, when I say instruments, that's so funny saying instruments when I'm talking about an instrument. Tools, you know what I mean? To tune a piano. It makes total sense. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of like specialized stuff going on in there. The exact middle of a piano keyboard. What's there?
Oh, it's not going to be middle C, is it? I'm going to say the A right below middle C.
No, it's not middle C. You were right about that one. You caught the trick. It's actually the space between E and F above middle C.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That's true. I feel like from the pieces that I played when I was young, I would definitely use the lower half of the piano way more than I would go up into the higher half.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like most piano pieces sound a bit higher, but I don't know.
Yeah, but like the high notes are, I feel like, rarely prolongedly played on.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Now this is really interesting. We were talking about how pianos were only part of like aristocracy and royalty, right? At the beginning. Now this is the part that I thought was this is the most interesting part for me. Pianos were really bad at the beginning. And the reason was that you need really high string tension to get clear, crisp notes.
Right. Yeah.
Now, the strings are always made from, like nowadays, carbon steel and copper. High carbon steel and copper. But here's the interesting part. Each string holds about 750 to 900 newtons of tension. That's 75 to 90 kilos of tension each string.
That's
which
insane.
means the combined tension of the entire piano is over 20 tons.
My goodness.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. It's all wound up, you might say.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Martine is the king of dad jokes. The queen of dad jokes. You are the queen of dad jokes.
And very proud of it.
So bad. Anyway.
I don't know how you live with
now here's the really interesting part. Because you need such high tension to get crisp notes, early pianos were made before modern metallurgy was a thing. And so they made the frames, also known as the harp or the slate, I think, or the plate, is usually made or was made of wood. Now wood warps and bends and doesn't deal with tension very, very well.
Right.
Nowadays, they're made out of cast iron, which is why pianos are so damn heavy.
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting.
So because it was made of wood and it was so pliable and soft, they couldn't tension it as much as they wanted to.
Right.
And so you would get these really soft, kind of sucky notes on older pianos. And they would break very often, or the wood would warp, and then you'd have no tension left in the strings. And it was like really, really awful, actually, the whole piano playing experience back in the day. And then modern metallurgy came around, and someone was like, hey, we can make this frame out of cast iron. And so modern pianos, they still make them out of cast iron so that they can hold 75 to 90, they can hold 20 tons of string tension within them.
Wow. It makes you wonder why they even pursued the piano at all.
Yeah, I know, because I was just imagining, like, imagine the notes being so soft that like the tension doesn't break wood. That'd be, I don't know. And then that means that these aristocrats and the royalty who had the pianos for the first century were probably playing really bad pianos.
And probably also really badly.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Poorly.
Not true. I think you're right.
Dude, this just reminds me of what's the name of that film? With Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I feel badly. I feel badly. No, you feel bad, not badly. If you felt badly, it means that you couldn't feel. Who the hell taught you grammar? Kicks him out of the car.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, because the harpsichord, I'm pretty sure like royalty people would have learned the harpsichord at least. And the harpsichord is essentially a piano, just it functions differently and sounds differently.
Right,
so,
true.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot different though, I find, a harpsichord.
It has its differences, but they would be able to play the piano easier from transitioning from a harpsichord than like the guitar.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I thought that was great. That was
That's
the coolest
really
fact
cool.
for me. That was it. That's all my facts.
Those
But
are really
the
fun.
fact that pianos are so heavy because there's a big plate of cast iron in the thing.
Wow.
It's crazy. All right, shall we move on?
Well, I have facts.
Oh,
I
you have more?
another set of facts.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said you were done.
Yeah. And I transitioned myself quite nicely, I would say. Because have you ever thought about yawning? If I say yawn to you enough.
You transitioned quite nicely because you yawned. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Got it.
If I yawn in front of your face.
Dude, how do you time it like that?
Can I make you yawn?
Are you trying? Why are you staring at me like?
Yawn. I bet you all our listeners right now. Yawn. Even thinking about yawning makes me yawn. Cameron, it's worrying me you're not yawning.
I'm not gonna lie, it's coming on. It's getting there.
You better.
I'm not going to. Just that it's
Well,
spite.
Did you know that you're a psychopath then?
What did you?
I would love it if you weren't a psychopath.
No, I did not know that I was a psychopath.
Anytime now. If all of you listeners are yawning, good on you. You're not a psychopath.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, you just. I was like, that's totally fake. Oh my gosh, I'm married to a psychopath. I shouldn't have done this fact. Are you serious?
I can't. Do I look like I'm yawning? I'm not yawning. I'm trying to.
Yeah, failing. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Because you're married to a psychopath.
Psychopaths don't experience contagious yawning like everyone else does.
That was your fact?
That's one of my yawning facts.
And so basically you're just calling me a psychopath.
Yeah, based on my fact. Apparently it's because they don't have as much empathy.
Oh. You think that's true?
Why aren't you yawning?
Maybe it's because I'm sick. I don't know.
I tested this on our puppy. He yawns back at me. So he's not a psychopath.
Did you actually?
As soon as I found out this fact, I went and stared him in the face and then yawned. And when I got out of my yawn, he was finishing a yawn.
Oh, really?
And I was like, thank goodness you're not a psychopath.
And now you did it to your husband.
And you didn't yawn.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm so pissed at you.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a psychopath, I swear. I think I'm going to blame it on being sick.
Horrible excuse.
What? I don't know. I just don't. Okay, there you go again. Maybe it's just because I'm so bombarded by yawns all day at this point. You and him, like when I say him, I mean our dog. You and our dog yawn so much all the time. Both of you is just constant yawning that I don't think I could keep up. Like even if I did yawn every time, I would never stop yawning.
Well, yeah, that's what happens to me. Dude, when I'm at my singing lessons, jeez, my poor teacher.
Yeah, Dan. Does
Yeah.
Dan yawn every time?
No, he's not much of a yawner.
He's a psychopath.
Actually, no, I saw him yawn one day.
I've yawned before in my life. What are you talking about? Are you? Whoa. Oh no, he yawned one time. That's okay, but you
make a good point. That's true. Actually, you know what? That's worrying because
why
you're right.
is it worrying? Oh my gosh. I don't know where you got this fact, but it's
Oh. Anyway, but yeah. It's bad with the puppy yawning all the time.
Dude,
every
he
time
yawns all the time.
he wakes up, he yawns like a million bajillion times, and then every time he yawns, I yawn, and I'm there like crying my eyes out because of how much I'm yawned.
Yeah. I don't do that. Because I'm a psychopath.
Yeah. Oh, let's move on to happier yawn facts. I have to stop thinking about your psychotic tendencies. Did you know that when ants wake up, they stretch out all their little legs and they open their mouth in a little yawn?
Oh.
Isn't that cute?
Wow, that makes even ants seem cute.
When you say that, I know,
Yeah.
right? Did you know that fetuses in, like, human bellies, like babies? Yeah.
Fetuses, fetuses in human bellies. That's all you've said, and you're waiting for confirmation that I.
Just
Okay.
making sure.
Also, they're not in the belly; they're in the uterus.
Yeah, you're right.
So in human uteruses.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways, apparently fetuses start yawning as soon as the first trimester.
Whoa! So even babies, well, I guess they're not babies yet. Yeah, fetuses yawn. That's really cool. And there you go again. Okay.
Just thinking about
you
yawning.
should have known. You should have known. You did a fact section on yawns. You're notorious. Martine is absolutely notorious. Amongst her family, amongst my family, amongst basically everybody, that she yawns all the time. And she did a whole fact section on yawning where she's now yawning between every fact. Good job.
You should have seen me listening to these facts the first time I heard them. I was a mess.
I could just watch you researching this, just yawning all. The thing is, if you did that, I wouldn't even consider it weird because you just yawn all the time anyway. And there you go again. Yeah.
No, you made me lose it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I should mention every time you yawn, and people at home can do a drinking game. Every time Martine yawns, you take a shot. You'll be fucking pissed by the end of this.
Before even I started, I was thinking about telling you all my yawn facts. Did you notice I was yawning every 3 seconds?
Yeah, I never consider it anymore. You do it so often, so frequently.
Well, that's why I was like, I have all my yawn facts to tell you.
Yeah.
Anyways, last yawn fact. Apparently the only vertebrates that don't yawn are... Care to take a wild guess?
A vertebrate. Sharks.
Nope.
It's probably something really... Is it something really small or really big?
Big.
Really big or?
Big.
Oh. Giraffes.
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
Really?
Yes!
Oh! That was kind of sad. Yeah! Oh, God,
Baby
I hit
the
the mic. I'm
microphone.
sorry.
Yeah! Apparently...
Dude, very
giraffes don't
cool.
yawn. Anyways, I'll leave it at that for now. Give you my other facts later.
Nice. All right, so then should we... I don't have any more. That was all my piano facts.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Next section.
Next.
Section. It's time for...
The quack question.
Fair
Also-
warning, Martine is still yawning a
Yeah.
lot.
And unprompted, right after we finished the last section, Cameron yawns.
I did. I'm not a psychopath.
No, I didn't yawn before you did.
Confirmed, I am not a psychopath.
It was unprompted.
Listen, you said it. I yawned once. You saw it. Therefore, I'm not a psychopath. Anyway, quack question. So, my love.
It's Cameron's turn to
Yeah.
do
Oh,
quack
yeah. Sorry.
questions.
My turn to do the quack question. What would be your first act as Supreme Leader?
Oh.
Let's say that you are Supreme Leader now. You're like Kim Jong-un. You could do anything you want in this country. What would be your first thing?
Okay, so I'm a supreme... I'm a dictator of Canada.
Yeah.
Right. What would I do?
Yeah. Other than restore democracy. Like I'm saying, okay, basically what I'm saying is if you could change one thing instantly in this country, what would you do?
Are we talking fun things or serious things?
See, I was imagining more fun things. I was imagining more
okay.
like you could do anything you want to do.
With a whole country.
And you have a whole country's resources behind you. What would you do?
This is interesting. Do you have any thoughts of what you would do?
Well, I'm not going to tell you before you say yours.
Okay. Well, I have to... Oh, our little puppy just yawned.
What a cutie.
Trying really hard not to yawn now. Okay. This is gonna... I bet... I might as well just tell you what my first thought was. If I am a supreme leader, I have the capacity to change the curriculum in the school.
Yeah.
So I would make everyone take a chocolate eating class.
Chocolate? Of course.
Mandate some kind of nap time for everyone. Maybe not nap time.
Oh, yeah.
But it can't just be people in school who get the joy of chocolate. Maybe I would make like a chocolate day. I like that.
Chocolate day. Oh, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Like institute a chocolate day and mandatory.
Like a chocolate holiday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I like chocolate.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Oh, yeah. What would you do?
That is a really good question. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I wouldn't tell you before you give me your answer. The reason I said that is because I didn't have an answer.
Liar.
What? I did not lie. I just said I wouldn't tell you before you give me your answer.
Right. Well, what do you think?
I'm going to think about it now. I was thinking about it while you were saying. I would probably... something fun. I would probably mandate that we have trains everywhere. I feel like I want trains, man. Trains are so cool.
Yeah, but that's like... okay.
I know that's actually... Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Trains are fun, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. What would I do as Supreme Leader? What are the kinds of things that you could do? In-state holidays is a really good one. I like that. It's a very good one.
I feel like I'd want to instate some kind of like cultural happiness.
Yeah. Dude, just mandate poutine for everyone on Fridays or something.
Yeah, but like some people don't like chocolate. I guess they can just be banished from the country then. But like...
This is exactly where I was hoping this conversation. I was trying to think of a really annoying habit that people have that I would just ban. But for some reason, I'm having trouble doing that. What's like a really annoying habit? Just ban people that don't shovel their sidewalks or something. I don't know. Like, it sounds so lame.
I mean, my first thought about annoying habits is when people change lanes without...
A signal.
Yeah.
Dude, ban them all. Yeah.
But then I don't think we'd be left with many people.
Yeah, it's true.
So, you know.
It's true. It's
okay,
true.
you have to think of something funner. I came up with chocolate. Go.
Don't just say go.
Oh, maybe like... everyone's different. It's a problem. It's not a problem, but it's hard to be like, everyone gets to take care of an animal. You know what I mean? You know those like prison programs where they make the inmates... or well, ask the inmates if they want to take care of like a foster cat, for example.
Oh,
and it's like amazing for them.
That's really good. That makes sense.
But then obviously some people have allergies and blah, blah, blah. So then you can't do that. Same with the chocolate, I guess. Are we pretending this world is just kind of like idealized?
Yeah. You can do whatever you want, dude.
Yeah. Well, then everyone...
Chocolate, dude, chocolate is great. I like the idea of making a chocolate day and then banning people who don't like chocolate. That's okay. I think this is like the great answer. Oh, ice cream too. I'd make an ice cream day as well.
Oh, yeah, you do love ice cream.
Oh, ice cream's so good.
You would make... No, you know what you would do? Let me just tell you what you'll do.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
You would increase the number of ice cream trucks, first of all, and you'd make them free for everyone.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, yes. Oh, God. Could you imagine being able to get an ice cream on every corner? Oh, it'd be so good.
Everyone would be fat, I guess, is a problem.
Well, no. I don't know. In that case, we just mandate... I don't know. We just mandate...
things.
We get rid of all the roads and we mandate cycling.
Yeah.
Everyone has
Fair
to...
point. Yes, there's ways of getting around that.
I don't know. How would you mandate... Yeah.
Yeah, you would just probably make the city more active.
Yeah, which is what they're doing anyway.
Or, you could do where they have to do the exercise before getting... So there's like a vending machine kind of dispenser sort of thing, but you have to like run a mile or a kilometer
so there's like,
or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I like this. There's a strip of vending machines.
Yeah.
And then there's a strip of like treadmills and a
Yeah.
strip of stationary bikes. And you
rowing
have to
machines.
do like X distance or calories on each.
Run a triathlon.
Basically, like hop on the treadmill, run 3K, and then you get a free ice cream or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
You could, yeah. It would have to be like achievable.
And it'd have to be fresh, high quality ice cream.
I know.
Lots
Wouldn't it be great? Sorry, go.
Lots of a variety of flavors, so
Yeah.
anybody can get what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
lactose free. You could get sorbet,
Yes.
frozen yogurt.
Oh.
Yeah, you can do anything.
I love that chocolate sorbet I had.
Oh yeah.
You know, I still think about that every time I hear sorbet. The first sorbet I ever had was on a train going through the Swiss Alps.
That sounds so fancy. It sounds so middle class.
It was our first time in Europe, my first time in Europe, and it was amazing. Honestly, the best dessert ever. It was just chocolate. It was just chocolate. It lasted forever. And there was mountains. Honestly, it was so
Looking
cool.
out at the icy mountains while eating an icy sorbet.
But it was cozy inside the train.
No, it was great. It was great.
Honestly, one of the highlights of that trip.
Dude, that whole train trip was amazing.
It was really cool.
For people who want to know what it is, I think it's called the Glacier Express.
Yeah.
Highly recommend
famous.
if you have the means.
Yeah. Essentially, that was kind of like our honeymoon, I guess.
That was basically our honeymoon. Our delayed honeymoon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, eh?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that chocolate sorbet, it was pretty good. I thought it was a bit too sweet.
I know, but I was just really into it when I was eating
Yeah,
that.
I know.
And it was like so, and it was never ending. Oh, I kept eating it, and there was still more. It was,
I know.
Oh,
I
it
know.
was so good.
Finished my nut cake like 8 years before you were done.
And I gave you a bunch of bites of my thing too, because I was like, this is so much chocolate.
I still find it hilarious your scale. Because that was like 3 bites total, and yet you say you gave me a bunch of bites. It's like, dude, you're so tiny. So tiny. This is like one of those individual cups that she's talking about. They're very small, and yet
Yeah.
Martine is the tiniest human. She eats like a little bird.
It was very flavorful and rich, so every bite felt like more. I should become their spokesperson for
You
the
should.
sorbet.
I don't remember the brand or anything.
I will find them.
That sounded like a threat. that sounded very threatening. It sounded like Liam Neeson from Taken. A very particular set of skills.
Why was I? Oh, we were talking about the exercise powered ice cream and frozen thing deliverables.
Supreme Leader, you know what I'm gonna make tea and biscuits.
Oh, tea and biscuit time.
I'm gonna make tea and biscuits
Yeah.
mandated every day at like 2 p.m.
Yeah.
every single day.
For all the listeners out there, like 2 hours ago, Cameron was like, is it bad I always feel like tea and biscuits? Like all the time? There's never a time I don't feel like tea and biscuits. So this is very apropos. You'd probably like mandate like 11Zs and second breakfast.
Dude, I'd totally institute the Lord of the Rings Hobbit system of eating. I'd be like, listen, we now have 7 meals in a day. First breakfast, second breakfast, 11Zs lunch.
Half of them teas and biscuits.
Oh, good stuff.
I think it'd be fun. Sorry, I need to get this out. Going back to the exercise ice cream things.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if you have to, instead of doing a set amount, what if they were like, produce a kilowatt of energy?
Oh.
And then as a little reward, they give you the ice cream. Although, realistically, the energy would probably need to go into the refrigeration of the unit. So it would be like a self-perpetuating machine. But it'd be cool if you could like make enough to give back to the grid.
Yeah, I don't think it would happen.
If
But
this was
actually we would
popular
have them
enough.
on every corner, though, and it would be mandated. So
Yeah.
there's no choice.
At 2 p.m. every day, everyone's outside like in a line for the...
They're all eating tea and cookies.
and then going for ice cream after.
Yes. And then, next week's chocolate week.
There's a holiday for everyone.
I don't know what this says about us, that literally all of our acts as Supreme Leaders just making people eat good food. Like, just desserts. We're so bad.
Yeah, but it's so good.
All right, and now it's time for the Cheerful Earful.
Bum, 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 bum. Ding!
Oh, okay. I mean, it was something.
It was indeed.
I mean, like, I don't know if we've explicitly said that you're trying to do a different little Cheerful Earful jingle thing every episode.
Do we need to explicitly say it? I think it's rather obvious.
Okay, well,
Does it
I
not
hope
sound off the cuff?
that one did.
They are all off the cuff.
Yes, but that one sounded like it was literally no forethought. You just screamed into the mic.
No, I could repeat it for you. Ready?
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Ding!
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And
Yeah,
I
I see
have
what you're going for now. I feel like the
recorded
first time it
proof.
just scared me.
I was excited. I maybe got overexcited. Okay, it's me doing the cheerful earful this week. Before I say my official cheerful earful, I'd like to say, when I was doing my research for this cheerful earful, I came across a video of a bird who stole someone's little piece of bread and went to like a little body of water and put the piece of bread in the water and then stood by on the side and was just there waiting with the bread floating in front of it. And then a duck came along, and then the bird just grabbed the piece of bread, was just holding it in front of the duck. And the duck was like, fine. So then it moved away again. And then the bird put the bread back in the water. And then the people who were taking the video were like, what's it doing? And then, bam! It grabs a fish out of the water that was going for the bread.
Oh my god.
I know! And then it just brought the fish onto the grass, and it just, like, ate it. Yeah. It was.
Wow, that's like next level fish. Whoa, they actually like got bread as bait.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Dude, this is like that whole thing your mom was saying about how smart animals are.
Yes.
That's actually so crazy that an animal like a bird can learn to bait a fish with a piece of bread like that.
It has a bird brain.
Not only that it learned to do it with bread, but it learned to steal bread from humans.
Yeah.
And then learned that the stolen bread could be used for and it learned to protect the bread from the ducks. It's actually learning quite a lot. That's a lot.
I know.
That's really cool.
And like also the whole like delayed gratification reward thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. It could have just eaten the bread, but no, it got a better juicy fish from it. That's awesome.
I know. It made me really happy.
Does this have rapport with your...
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It was just on one of the sites that I was perusing for this.
Okay,
but it was really cool, so I had to tell you about it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Hit me.
So, this is also set in England.
Oh, was that set in England?
No, it isn't. I'm also going back to my first cheerful earful about frogs.
Oh yeah, the guys, not
frog
guys,
line.
the frog line, yeah.
Yes.
They go and pick up frogs and amphibians and save them. Yeah.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and listen to episode 2. Thank you. Now.
Wow, nice. I love that you put on your full radio voice. Just, okay.
End of service announcement. Bum bum bum. Now, there's
Getting out of an elevator.
No.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. You're in England. We're in England. Okay.
There's a group of cows that help save a baby seal pup.
Oh.
I know. So there was this bird watcher in a field, and he was watching birds, and then he noticed a group of cows just standing around a puddle, and he was like, "What's going on there?" So then he went to go investigate the puddle.
Oh, I do wonder what is happening over there.
Yeah, good. Excellent.
You said it with like a southern, like U.S. twang. What's going on there, hoss? I
think the cows in the field put me in a farmer. Anyway, yeah. Well, oh my. I dare say, what's in that field over there? Why are the cows so interested in the puddle?
That's much better. That's really good.
Oh my heavens, it's a baby seal pup. This seal pup was 5 days old.
Oh.
I know. And
in a field?
Yes.
How did it get there?
So the people who the guy, I guess, gave the pup to, Natureland Seal Sanctuary, said that they probably got there by being separated from its mom in the high tide, and then it got caught in the tide, and then when the tide pulled away, it left the poor seal pup stranded in a puddle of mud and couldn't get out.
But in the field?
In the field.
So this field was like close to the sea then?
I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, England is an island. Well, yeah.
England is not
UK's an island. The land mass is an island.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
There's water around. So, Natureland Seal Society Sanctuary it was a her. They nursed her back to health, and they named her Celebration to mark their 50th anniversary.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah.
A seal pup.
I know.
Aww.
It was really cute. I should show the picture.
I wish they knew the... Oh, actually, we'll link it, right? We always link the cheerful earful. So.
There's a funny picture of the cows.
It's actually so small.
Yeah,
It's
and there's
actually
just
so cute.
there's just a bunch of cows that's standing in a circle looking at it, real confused like.
Oh, I like that they were nice.
I know.
I always hear such good things about cows.
I know.
I hear they're like dogs.
Yeah.
And that this is why they get along so well with dogs.
Yeah,
and
'cause they're
humans.
just
They're just
cuddly.
like cuddly big creatures. They're
Yeah.
just awesome.
Apparently their tongues are real weird.
You can eat cow tongue.
That's not what we're talking. We're talking to cuddly, cute creatures here. We don't want to talk about eating them.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Thank
I mean, there's also oxtail. You can
Cameron?
eat their brains as well.
Cameron!
Yeah. I love you. Oh God, you got that look in your eye again.
I was just thinking that if anyone ever wanted to eat your brain, it would taste disgusting.
What do you mean by that?
Now let's stop talking about eating brains.
Okay, yes.
The seal pup celebration with the
Oh,
cows.
yeah, it is really cute.
Cute.
That's a really good story. I really
Yeah.
like that one. Oh, so good.
That is it. It's already done.
I know. It was a good episode. It was a good
Episode
episode.
4.
I know, we're done 4 of them now. Yeah, Sunday night, and it's not too late, so we can have another tea, have some biscuits.
Literally every time, I swear every podcast ending is just, I'm going to make another tea. Yes, you've guessed it, everyone. I haven't finished the first tea that I had at the beginning of this podcast. That wasn't even full to begin with.
Okay, to be fair, I do have a little bit of tea left, like 30% of the cup. But yeah, that's like one swig. It's going to be gone. I love you.
Your mouth is as big as a cave.
Oh, thanks. The uvula is like a stalactite just in the
Ugh,
back there.
That's such an icky word, dude.
Stalactite?
Uvula.
Isn't that what it's called? Is that
Yeah,
what it's
I
called?
think so,
Okay,
but it
yeah.
doesn't mean that it's a nice word.
The tongue can be a stalagmite. Like that.
You just look like a lizard, man.
Okay. Thanks for that. Anyway, we were doing an outro. Okay, we're supposed to be doing an outro. Okay. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at
thosecrazyweirdospodcast@gmail.com.
I love your newscaster voice. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, please feel free. Send us your questions. Send us some stories. Send us anything you want. We'll look at it. We'll read it.
Yeah.
We'll be jazzed about it. It'll be
We'll
excellent.
be so excited. You would literally make our entire month.
Wow, you really had to think about the time span. You were like,
I was going to say day, and then I was going to say week, and I was like, it'd be more than that. So, yeah, let's go with month.
Let's go with month. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, I want to know your quack questions for us.
Yeah, exactly.
I love these kinds of questions. So, send them in.
Yeah, you could also visit our website at thosecrazyweirdos.ca.
Or .com.
Yep. And we'll see you next time. Well, we won't see you, but we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's
Okay.
enough.
Yeah.